So you'll probably, first of all, thank you all boys for tuning in. You'll probably watch the first video that I just dropped. Yeah, I know I look chopped, but change, change has been the most painful thing I think I would like to say. You know, I'm actually recording this just right now. I almost cried. Not a lot of people speak on it, but it's just sad. I was watching, me delete everything, my trading analysis, and yeah, my IG posts, everything, reels, and all that. And watching that is just kind of painful. Although, you know, your old self was, letting you down or whatever, like, we are all human, it's all grief, because of, all the emotion we've been through in the past, although we have to change and let go so we become better. I just wanted to speak on this. Changes change. Sometimes people think change is like just waking up and being like, today I'm different. That's actually not what it is. If you feel that you might be waking up on a good day and you just feel motivated, but that doesn't mean you have changed. You're still gonna go back into the same thing. Like, it's probably gonna take you like just that day, and the next day you're back to zero. You're back to the same person you used to be. But change, is painful. You will shed tears, you will cry, because you know what it took to get to where you are. You don't have to have money or anything like that, but those these people who really know what it takes. You lose yourself in this thing, chasing success, chasing your dreams. You lose yourself, but you know you gain a lot of knowledge. You just like the person you're becoming. You like the person you've become. But looking back at it, it has been a pretty, I don't want to just call it painful, but I'm also grateful at the end of it. I'm always going to give credit, praise to the Lord. In the moment it doesn't feel that way. In the moment it feels as if you're alone. Nobody cares about you. The Lord is far. Maybe he's not hearing your prayers, but it's not like that, guys. I always thank the Lord every day that even though I don't see or feel him in this darkest moments, I just know he's working on something. I know he's preparing me for something bigger. And I just want to appreciate everyone who's going on this journey with me. I don't even know what I'm going to name this video or anything like that. I'm just, it's time I change. Change is painful. I'm going to repeat it again. Change is painful, guys. You know, you lose a lot of people. You lose people that you thought, you know, you'd have them for a lifetime, but you have to appreciate change, man. You have to appreciate what you lose too, just set you free. I'm not gonna cry on camera, but yeah. Hey man, whatever you do it with love and do it, for the Lord. Do it for your family. And although change is painful, it's needed for you to become successful, for you to be that person that inspires you, that person that you look in the mirror and you think of all those dreams you had, you think of the future, I'm talking about your future self. That person, in order to reach that person, you need to change. You need to change your habits. When God speaks to you, you have to listen and put action. In this journey, I'll be completely honest. I've been drained, I've been tired. Yeah, I've been through it, man. I just had to use my imagination, to keep me happy, keep me smiling. But I spent all day just laying on my bed, watching Netflix, doing whatever I want. Something was telling me that this isn't what the future you wants to see. This isn't how you're gonna become successful. This isn't how you're gonna become the top 1%. But in the same way, I just feel like God was preparing me. God was giving me those reality checks so that I see myself. I tell myself that yes, you are lazy. It's time to change. Seek God, and through all the pain, through all the laziness, because in laziness there's also pain. People are not just lazy. And I'm speaking more to people with a dream, people that are ambitious, but just don't know what to do. The problem is, you've gone so far in this journey that you don't know what to do next. You don't know what to do to build momentum, to keep your grind going. Some people would say keep on backtesting, traders, backtest. But for those who really know, if you think about it, there's some people who are tired. I used to be tired. I used to just come backtest in the market and all that. And it just kept on breaking me every single day that I miss all these opportunities. I keep on backtesting. But then as soon as I close my laptop, as soon as I'm done there, I just look at my room, I just look at my bed, and you know, my tears just run down my cheeks, and the back testing just becomes useless. It feels like you're just gonna keep on doing that for the rest of your life with no reward, no success. But I just wanna say, keep believing and also change. It's time to change. Whatever you did in the past, you did it. Ask the Lord for forgiveness. Ask Him to restore your soul, restore you. Amen. Yeah, man. Um, appreciate you all boys for watching. I'm gonna leave you boys here. Amen. Change. Amen. Do it for yourself. Do it for your parents. Do it for your mom. Your family, and all that. Thank you all boys for watching, and amen. You hold the pen to the script, to the book. You write your own story, man. It's all up to you. But I thank you all boys. Yes, sir.